What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm going to talk about the reasons why you shouldn't take life for granted. The reason why I'm making a video about this topic is because the reason why you really shouldn't take life for granted or not or just don't overestimate life itself because there are times where, like, I'll use my example. So there are times where, like, I'll reflect on my life and I've experienced certain things where, like, I feel like I didn't have certain things that I really wanted in life, but whether it was like material things, material items, like people, experiences, situations, and different life paths and different types of opportunities that I felt like I didn't really had growing up. But and also um, there like and also at the same time, all those things that were given to me, but I either took it for granted or I bypassed it, or I didn't take action to get those opportunities to take action within experiencing certain things that will help benefit me. Like, it could be through anything, through like social situations, through like work settings, through money opportunities, through meeting different types of people, and through having fun and certain experiences that the average human being needs to experience, right? To just to experience life itself in this timeline, right? In this society, you know? So, but basically what I'm saying is, like, um, don't underestimate life, because there are times where like where like there's opportunities being open to you, whether it be like a career situation, a money situations, or like within social situations, within like I don't know, like parties, like, or like just meeting women, meeting men, just different types of people you want to meet, right? All these opportunities that will help benefit you, right? Even if it won't benefit you the way you expected, it's just good always to always have overall experiences within life, you know? Like, it's just good to put yourself out there. It's good to have experiences, right? Because again, life is short, and it's hard to think that, because like when you're living in the present moment, because obviously life is hard, life is challenging, right? We all go through things, we all go through tough setbacks, but so it's kind of easy to bypass life or to take it for granted, because like we have so much things going on. But I'm not saying burn yourself out, but what I'm saying is that, like, don't be afraid to take opportunities, don't be afraid to take risks. Put yourself out there, get off your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do it every day. I mean, you can, but like I said, I'm not saying burn yourself out, but like, if there's opportunities where like you feel like it'll benefit you, or even then it doesn't have to benefit you, but like, if there's opportunities where like you feel like it's good to have experiences, then why not put yourself out there? Is like, I'm use example, like, let's say, for example, like, let's say you're a workaholic, right? You love putting in work, you love working at your career, you love studying, you love working on your craft, right? And it doesn't feel like work because you enjoy what you do, right? You want to improve yourself, which is good, which is nothing wrong with that. I love doing that too. But at the same time, don't be afraid to like have fun. Don't be afraid to like party, go out to parties and go to clubs, or just anything out there. Just put yourself out there. It doesn't have to be those things, but to put yourself out there within like social situations. Always good to have a balance, you know. And I get it. Life is not perfect, so sometimes it's harder to have a balance within, like, putting yourself out there, meeting different types of people, building connections within the social situations, and also at the same time working on your goals. Because I noticed in this timeline we're in, and time is speeding up extremely fast, right? So the days are going by a lot faster, and time is accelerating extremely fast, right? So like, it's gonna be hard to kind of balance things out. So, because I've noticed it's hard for me to do that, because there are times where, like, I want to experience, like like going to parties, meeting different types of people, building connections, and just having fun and put myself out there, right? And it's hard for me to do that while at the same time putting in a lot of work, studying, work on my craft, and try to better my life at the same time working out and just fitness and just stuff like that. It's hard to find the right balance. So if you're don't worry, don't even trip if you're having a hard time finding the right balance. I think it's impossible to find the right balance. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, like, it's okay to put yourself out there, to have fun, just to enjoy life, or just to experience certain things. Again, it doesn't have to be social situations. It could be like, simply, if you have a vehicle, like traveling around some city to city, just exploring different areas within this world. Like, travel, go on a vacation, do what you got to do just to, like, get your mind off of work and just trying to explore and expand your horizons, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do it all the time, but it's always good to do that. every now and then, you know. And what as I'm getting older, what I realized that like one of the main important things in life, again, this from my perspective. I'm not saying I'm right, but this is how I look at things. So you don't have to follow my perspectives, but from my own opinion, the order for at least for me, because we all have different experiences, we all have different life paths and missions. So what may work for me may not work for you, and vice versa. But as I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize that like it is okay to work hard. It is okay to work on your goals. But at the same time, like it's always good at the same time to expand your horizons. It's always good to, you know, put yourself out there just to expand your mind. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like within life, we tend to get stuck at a certain bubble. We tend to get stuck at a certain small area in life, right? And we think we're living our life to the fullest. And again, it's not about living life to the fullest, because obviously that's programming, that's societal programming. No, but what I'm saying is just expand horizons, expand your mind, because we tend to get stuck in one certain area because we're so focused on one thing. Which is nothing wrong with that. I could be wrong, but it's always good to like just, I don't know, just again, just put yourself out there, just expand your horizons, like broaden your horizons, just you know what I'm saying? Because the more you put yourself out there around this whole world, like within different experiences, the more like your mind is gonna expand, and the more different types of perspectives you're gonna get. It's always good to have different perspectives within life. It's just like don't stay stuck in one certain perspective. Always look at things from both sides, from different perspectives, if that makes sense. I'm not saying like don't trust yourself, or like don't you know what I'm saying, like don't believe in your beliefs, because your beliefs matter. But what I'm saying is that like it's always good to look at different perspectives from different people and different life situations, right? But yeah, but like I said, like it's always good to always work hard in your dreams, always work hard on your goals, but at the same time try to balance your life out, like meeting different types of people, expand your horizons, build connections with people, try to meet like-minded people, and at the same time try to travel around the world, try to like just try something new. That's what I'm looking for. Just try something new, you know, like try to get off your comfort zone the best way you can, whether it be spiritually, financially, socially, you know, physically, it can be anything like that. Just try to get off your comfort zone and test things out, you know. And the reason why I say don't underestimate life, or don't take it for granted, because life is short. You just never know when your opportunities can be taken away from you. Not because you deserve it, but more so because this is how life is, you know. Life is so unexpected. Like for example, you have time speeding up, you have the days going by a lot faster. Growing up, I didn't know that was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And looking back, since time is speeding up, you know, I feel like I take time for granted, because I never think time was gonna speed up that fast. So now it's hard to get things done. Which is, when time is speeding up, there are pros and cons to it. I do like it, but there are also other times where I don't like it. Where there are times where it gets annoying, where I feel like I can't really go from point A to point B and do things that I really want to do, because I want to experience it. I can't do that, you know, within each and every day, you know. So I gotta I can't balance it out either. So always gotta work at one extreme to another, or I was in a rush. So I never thought that. But not just time speed, that could be anything, you know what I'm saying? Like for example, like me, like I got a car, I got a vehicle, right? But like I'm aware that like at any given time that could be taken away from me. I am thankful I got a car and a vehicle, because I go from point A to point B. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's not the best. It has high mileage, but at the same time, I'm thankful for it. You know what I'm saying? It gives me the opportunity to expand my horizons. And I had it when I was like, my first vehicle when I'm 26. You know, and that's pretty old in my opinion. So like, and I know what it's like to not have a car growing up, and it sucked. You know, it really fucking sucked. You know, I couldn't expand my horizons like that. You know, so, and I'm aware that like at any given time, it can be taken away from me. You know, like even within a career, like at any given time, like I know what it's like to get fired from jobs. I know what it's like to be unemployed. You know what I'm saying? So like for example, the C word 19. You know, that when that pandemic hit, you know, that was unexpected, and a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people lost their employment. A lot of people lost the opportunity to make money. So now, more than likely, they couldn't pay their car bill, or like they couldn't do the things they want. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm getting at. Where like life is so unexpected. You just never know what could happen to you. Or let's say you get injured, or like let's say you have like a knee injury, or like you dislocated your spine, and now like you can't walk, or like it's just stuff like that. I mean that's kind of extreme, but like you see what I'm getting at? Like you just never know what life is gonna throw at you. So don't take things for granted. I'm not saying be paranoid or overthink. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, hopefully this video is not coming across like that. But just don't be paranoid. Don't overthink. But at times you gotta remind yourself that just count your blessings. Have gratitude. Be thankful for the things you do have, because you never know when it can be taken away from you. And I feel like if you practice gratitude, if you, I'm not saying settle. There's a difference between being thankful and having gratitude versus settling. If you're settling, it means that like you're pretty much you're pretty much taking things for granted. Because when you settle, you're not motivating yourself, or you don't have the motivation to want more out of life and to move forward and to expand your horizons. That's settling. That's taking things for granted. Versus if you're not taking things for granted, if you have, the more thankful you are, the less things you take for granted, and in return is going to force you to want more out of life, because all these things you're so thankful for, and you want to experience more of that. It's not necessarily being selfish, but it's more so expanding your horizons. Even shout out to Chauncey One on his video. He even mentioned on one of his videos that like I forgot the exact words, but he mentioned something like the spirit is never satisfied. So there's all within life is gonna, like, the spirit or your higher self is gonna orchestrate situations to where like or like it's gonna cause some type of like chaos or some type of like turmoil or some type of like situations where like now you're forced to get off your comfort zone. And he said like your spirit is never satisfied like that within this realm, within this human experience. And shout out to him, and when he mentioned that, he made a good point. And I feel like that could be a good thing as well, because like that means it'll just force you to constantly get off your comfort zone. It'll force you to want more out of life, not in a greedy, selfish way, but more where like I said, you're expanding your horizons, because maybe your spirit is not satisfied because it always wants to evolve, it always wants to grow, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? And it can set you up for success, because if your spirit is never satisfied, then the more things you want out of life, the more you're gonna set yourself up for success. Because if you can complete this obstacle and certain goals, and your spirit is not satisfied, now it wants to complete more bigger goals, bigger dreams, bigger aspirations, and you know what I'm saying? And that's a very powerful thing. And next thing you know, you're pretty much changing the world for the better. You know what I'm saying? And that's what life is all about. You know what I'm saying? So just don't take things for granted. And life is so unexpected too. Again, I'm not saying be fearful. Don't be fearful. Don't be paranoid. But more so, just count your blessings. And always celebrate yourself too. Always celebrate your accomplishments. Always celebrate your long-term goals, your short-term goals that you accomplish. Because life is not easy. Life is hard. I know if you're watching this, there are times where you just feel like giving up, or you just feel like you just don't want to do it. Being a human is not easy. Living life in itself is not easy. You know what I'm saying? Some people just give up. Some people just don't want to do it anymore. You know what I'm saying? So just apply yourself to, even if you think you're not doing well as you expected, or even if you think you're not meeting your expectations, just the fact that you're still alive, you're still here, you still have goals and aspirations and big dreams, that in itself is a huge accomplishment, and you're pretty much winning in life. If you're still alive, if you're still trying to do the best you can to participate in life, it doesn't matter how much you're struggling. Just the fact that you're doing it, just the fact that you're waking up every day, that's a huge win. And that's a big ass win, because most people, they can't even do that. You know what I'm saying? So just the fact that you get off of bed, and like, even if you think you're not meeting your expectations, don't even trip about it, because you're going to get it. Trust me. Trust me, you're going to get it, I know how life works. You're going to get it. So like, don't even trip about it. Just be patient, keep following your heart, do what you love, expand your horizons. Also do the healing work, work on your mental health, work on your physical health, work on your spiritual health. There's a lot of things to do when it comes to your health. There's yoga. Shout out to Chauncey One. He talks about yoga. He talks about fasting. You could do meditations. There's therapy work. There's mental health services. So, just do what you got to do to focus on your mental health. Don't underestimate your physical and mental health, and your spiritual health as well. Go outside, get some fresh air, and just relax and just enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? Even though life, it's important to accomplish your goals here and there, also enjoy life. Just know that you're going to be put in a harder situation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying bypass your situations. You know what I'm saying? Because what may look something from, but what may look a situation that may look for someone else may be different from other people. And this is why there's a saying that everyone has their own demons. They're battling this and that. So don't bypass what you're going through. But at the same time, like, just have gratitude, you know what I'm saying? But that's all I gotta say, don't get discouraged within life too. Usually when you're following your heart, or when you're trying to discover yourself, or if you're soul searching, there are times where like you just feel like you're not making your progress, but you are, you know. And, you know, part of making progress is like when you're going through a phase where like you're just confused, you feel lost, you just don't know what to do. That's a good thing because it means you have that self-awareness, you know what I'm saying? So like don't even trip about it, you know what I'm saying? I know it sounds corny, I know everyone says this, but you are gonna get it. It just may look different on how you expected, which is nothing wrong with that, which is good, you know. And like I said, life is unexpected, so don't expect things to happen verbatim. It could happen, but don't have expectations for it, you know. As long as you find your heart, you're doing the best you can to be the best version of yourself, then just you got nothing to lose pretty much. But that's all I gotta say. Enjoy life and have a good one, and I believe in you, and yeah, have a good one. Peace.